Hello everybody and welcome to Polly's Crochet Creations. What are we doing today? Well, today I'm going to do a few things. This video, guess what I got? I have got a bunch of ball bands, okay? Now, I have said for quite a while now that I was actually going to show you guys how to read ball bands. Now, this is for the next videos, because I want to show you how to make washcloths. So I'm going to put these off to the side, and we're going to concentrate on doing ball bands. Let's put Harold over here. Yes, Harold is my little doggy, as you can see. Okay, so we're going to put him over here so I can show you the ball bands. Now, there are several different ball bands from different companies, and like I said, I have a bunch of them here that I want to show you. Not all ball bands are the same. So, we're going to start off with the red heart. Now, I have a couple of red heart here, and they may be different. They may be the same. So, here's two red heart ball bands, okay? And for the most part, they're the same. They say the name of the yarn. This one here does not have, oh, it does. It has the US flag on the bottom. Now, just to give some people information, newbie crocheters, some information is, let me pop you up here for a second. Red Heart was bought out by Yarnspirations. Yarnspirations is a Canadian company. So, Yarnspirations owns Red Heart. So, sorry, I need some coffee. I have allergies. So, on this ball band, we're going to look at, on this ball band, we're going to look at this, okay? So, let's move you over here. So, it says the name, and it's Super Saver. And just below the name, it says how many yardage. So 5.5 or 5 ounces, 141 grams. And then it says 236 yards and 215 meters. Now, on these ball bands, and it's by Coates and Clark, is a pattern. And the pattern is this blanket. It says the name on a sticker that connects the back. And this was Blacklight. Now I'm using Blacklight for several things. Now right here is, this is what I always look for. This is a piece de resistance. This tells you the yarn weight, okay? So this is a 4 weight. Now, if you see right here, it tells you the crochet hook size. And it's 5.5 millimeter. This tells you the knitting needle size. So this says it's a 5 millimeter knitting needle that you would need. The washing instructions. So it is machine washable at 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Or 40 degrees Celsius. So like lukewarm. Lukewarm to almost hot. It is an acrylic yarn, so you can wash it on hot. You can machine dry it. This one here is, if it has an X through it, it's do not iron. Okay? If it doesn't have an X through it, it is ironable. And this triangle is for the bleach. And if it has an X through it, it says do not bleach. Because you don't want to bleach your newly made item, right? Down in below here, and this is another thing I look for, it is tested against 100 harmful substances. Okay? So you get that seal of approval. It is 100% acrylic. Sometimes it'll say wool. Sometimes it'll say cotton. Or it could say cotton, wool, acrylic. It could say cotton acrylic. So this is the yarn type. Okay. Now, machine wash and dry, which is this one here. Wash and dry. And then it says to buy enough of the same dye lot to complete a project. Now, you're wondering, what is a dye lot? Okay. This right here, it says lot 6050. That is the dye lot. Okay. So, you want to purchase enough of that to make your project, because not all dye lots are the same. Okay. So we're going to look at Stellar, which is a red heart. Now, the Stellar says that it's 99% acrylic and 1% other fiber. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Stellar is, I believe, a glitzy yarn. I bought this so long ago. So the other fiber is the if it's a metallic strip that runs through it, that's the other fiber. Or if there's fleck, the other fiber is the fleck. This is a 4-weight, 113 grams. 113 grams, 80 yards, and 73 meters. Now, 80 yards is not enough to really do anything with. This here takes 4 balls to make. Knitted. You see this sign right here? That pattern is knitted. Okay. And I'm going to show you the patterns. Okay. It says pattern on the back. So once I'm gone through this, then I will open the ball bands up and I will show you. So this is made in the USA. Coats and Clark. This is the name of the yarn itself, and it's called Blue Moon. I think this is the one that I used to do my shawl with. I think I'm not mistaken. Now, it says it's a bulky 6. Here is a crochet hook size. So a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook size and a 6 millimeter knitting needle. If you only see one of these, so say that you only seen this one, then I would use the same size of crochet hook. You could go up half size. Again, machine washable. Now, when you see this box and a line through it, that means it's dry flat. Okay? So the box with a line is dry flat. Do not iron. Do not bleach. Okay? And the circle with a P means it's possibly dry clean. Okay? So that is the Stellar ball band. And it says that there's a pattern on the back. So we're going to open this up, if I can. I don't need these ball bands anymore, so. And on the inside here, okay, this is the pattern. Again, it tells you the care instructions. And it tells you the pattern. Natural Beauty Throw. The pattern designer. And it says that it's in these two little bars say it's an easy to medium pattern. If it's 1, then it's really easy, and if it's 4, it's like really hard pattern. It tells you the measurement of the throw, and then it tells you if you're using 2 different colors, it'll tell you the 2 different colors. It says the knitting needle size. Then it tells you a gauge. Now a gauge is how tight your stitches are, and there's a specific gauge that you need when you're knitting. So it says to check your gauge whenever you're using the knitting needles. Special stitches, it says K1 or P1 and K1. So P1 is purl 1 and K1 is knit 1. And then it says the instructions on how to do it, and it alters row A, row B, row A, row B, row A, row B. Now A and B are the where is it now? The yarn. Okay, this is the yarn. So Galaxy is A and Star is B. And then it tells you how to finish it off. And then on the ball bands it tells you abbreviations and what they mean. And then it tells you who the 2016, okay. And this is C with a circle as a trademark, and it's Coast and Clark. So I'm going to show the inside of this one, and we'll see if there's a pattern on this one. Alright, yep, there is a pattern on this one. Okay, so the pattern is a diagonal throw, and it says that it's easy. It tells you the throw measurements, and then it tells you what is that? The yarn, and it tells you how many skeins. So in this throw, you need 10 skeins of 39.55 Wildflower. Okay, Susan Bates, and this is a knitting pattern. Now on this here, on this ball band here, it did not tell me that it was, oh yeah, maybe it did, it told you. No, it did not tell you on here it was a knitting. Yeah, so some of them don't say that it's a knitting pattern. You have to wait until you open the ball band. So this one is a knitting pattern. And then it tells you how to start off and what to do throughout the pattern and how to finish. Tells you how to do a border here. And down on the bottom, it tells you the abbreviations. K is knit, K2 together, knit 2 stitches together, and that's what this pattern is. Now, not every, not every ball band has the same information. Okay, this is a Yarn Bee ball band, and this Yarn Bee is from, I think it was from Joann's at the time. Yeah, because I think Yarn Bee is Joann's, which Joann's is no longer in business. This one here is, it tells you similar things. It tells you the knitting needle size. You have to look really closely. It says G/6, but it says a 4mm. So it tells you the crochet hook size is a 4mm, and the knitting needle size is 5.5mm. And these are really hard to see when you're trying to read these. I always need a magnifying glass. That's why I'm holding it really close. So with this yarn here was 4 ounces. It was 113 grams, 198 yards, and 181 meters. It was acrylic polyester. Medium 4 weight. Now this is a new sign, okay? If it says 30 degrees and it has a hand and a dot under the 30, that means that you wash it in lukewarm to cool water. This square again, you have a square and you have a line in it. Dry flat. This one here is an iron with an X. That's do not iron. A solid triangle with an X, do not bleach. So this do not bleach can be a open triangle or a solid triangle. This one is do not dry clean. So if it's a circle with an X through it, it means do not dry clean. It tells you use a 5.5mm knitting needle, and it also tells you the USA 9, and in the UK it's a size 5 knitting 5 knitting needles. But 5.5mm. I always go by the millimeters. And then in the crochet hook, it says it's a 4mm. Now, a 4mm is a G. In the UK, it's a number 8. Then it tells you the price. This was on sale. This was actually a gift from a fellow individual in the States. And it tells you the name. And again, it'll tell you the net weight and how many yardages it is. If you put these two together, like so, then it'll tell you the name here, the color name. And then it tells you the lot number. Now this number is what you look for. If you're doing a big project, you want to make sure that you have enough to do your project. Now this says it's 2015 Yarn Bee, Oklahoma City. Hobby Lobby. Sorry, it was Hobby Lobby, not Joann's. Hobby Lobby. And it's made in China. On the inside, this here that they're showing, I believe it's these little socks, yoga socks. That is what's on here. Yoga mat sling. No, yoga mat sling. It doesn't show what it is. But you see these yoga mats here? Oh, okay, there it is. That's the sling. Yoga mat sling. Sorry, I looked at that and that looked like a bag to me, sitting in front of a yoga mat. But if you want to carry your yoga mat around, that's what this is. So here's the pattern. The pattern tells you, again, the abbreviations. And then, oh, this is a crocheted one. Oh, okay. It tells you the abbreviations and tells you how to do the pattern. I might have to keep this one. I never realized it's a crocheted pattern. Okay, so that is the Yarn Bee, and the Yarn Bee is Hobby Lobby. See, Hobby Lobby. Okay, so that is the next one. Now, I've got several. Actually, I got a couple of these. Now, these are Eversoft. They're made in Turkey. Sorry, I've got allergies, and my allergies are kicking up royally. I gotta sit back. Okay, so Eversoft. This is the ball band. Now, as you did not see, the Okotoks approved. This here, you did not see that on these ones. Okay. On this one here, this is Premier Yarns. And Harrisburg, New York. This is made in Turkey. This is the color, blue sky, the lot number. Now, this is machine wash, but I believe the 2 dots is a delicate cycle. I believe. Don't quote me on that. But I believe it's a delicate cycle. Do not bleach. Again, it's an open triangle with an X through it, and it is machine washable, and it says warm water, tumble dry on low. So this is tumble dry on low. So with a dot, it's 2 dots is warm water, and 1 dot on the dryer is tumble dry on low. And it says do not iron. It is a medium 4-weight, so you have your yarn weight here, crochet hook size, knitting needle size, tested against 350 harmful substances, and it's called Eversoft. Tells you the name, so it's Eversoft Multi, is like a variegated yarn, and 207 yards, 190 meters, 4 ounces, and 113 grams, 100% acrylic. Now, this here, you're wondering what this is, okay? Number 1, buy enough of the same dye lot to complete a project. So, you're wondering what this is. Now, this will tell you where the center pull is, on what end of the ball. So, I believe this one is on the outside, and this little line right here, that's on this end of the ball band. So if it's on this end of the ball band, it's the center pull is here. So that is Eversoft. Now I have Eversoft. Now Eversoft Premier yarn bands. This does not have a pattern. It just says thank you for choosing to craft with Premier yarns. We hope you enjoy every stitch. Premier Yarns is focused on bringing you to the newest yarns in traditional and modern styles from Europe-sourced company owned mills in Turkey. And then it tells you to visit Premier Yarns and with our applications. Now Premier Yarns has free patterns on it. One thing, if this was, say Premier was in Canada, this would have to be in French and English, because our bands have to be in French and English. Now, you're wondering what this is. This is a ruler. They incorporate the ruler on the inside of the ball bands, so that if you don't have a ruler, you can take your project and you can put your, say I'm doing a hat. As a matter of fact, I have a hat right here. Okay, so say I'm doing a hat and I want to know how big the hat is. I would take the ruler and I would put it as close to the center as I possibly can get it. And then go down to the end, and then it would tell me that this is almost 7 inches. Okay, so Premier did a good job at doing that. And okay, color 2061-07, and then lot number is 5921. So these, I had 2 of these. All right. Now, this is NACO Mona Lisa. I got this from Barry Maxim. Hold that thought. So NACO Mona Lisa, I got this from Barry Maxim. And this is all it says on the front of the ball band. So we're going to flip it over, and we're going to go on the back. Now, in bold letters, it says machine washable. And it says 100% a premium, and this is in a different language, but it is acrylic. So it'll say it in English. In accordance with British standards. This is a different language. That is a different language. This is the Okotoks, tested against 100 different harmful substances. Again, different language. Over here, we have the color, and then the lot number. Mona Lisa is a very soft yarn. I really like it. It tells you the name, and then it tells you that it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, and it's on Instagram. So if you look that up, you'll find that on these 3. This is 100 grams, 172 meters, and NM 1.7. I'm not sure what that is. It's a different language. Right here on this, it says, it looks like it's dryable. This is the gauge. Crochet hook 5.5. A knitting needles is a 5 or a 5.5. I'm not exactly sure what TSE is. Possibly dry clean, dry flat, do not tumble dry. Sorry. So the box with the X and the 0, the circle, is do not tumble dry. This one is do not bleach. This one is do not iron. But it is machine washable at 30 degrees. Okay, so that's NACO. So this is an overseas ball band. Again, we have Yarn Bee. On this Yarn Bee, it's a different pattern. So this is a different pattern that is on the inside of the ball band. And dual use scarf, size small, Yarn Bee. Now, this says crochet hook / G6 and bracket 4.25 millimeter. If it's just a G, it's a 4 millimeter. If it's a slash and then it has something here, it could be 4.25. G plus is a 4.5. And then it tells you the stitch gauge. Stitch guides tells you to do like a cluster, and then it tells you how to do it. body scarf. This tells you how to do the scarf, and that's how you do that. So this is Soft Secret Ombre Whisper. Now this was a variegated yarn, and then it says the name 2015 Yarn B, and then you have your all of your information over here. So that's Yarn B. Loops and Threads. Now Loops and Threads Soft and Shiny is one of my favorite yarns. I love using it. And Loops and Threads Soft and Shiny, it will tell you the lot number, which is this, and then it tells you the colorway, which is Rio de Janeiro. I use this for, I believe, a hat project. I put it together with another yarn. It's this I got on sale. Soft and Shiny. This is the pattern on the inside of the ball band. I believe it's on the inside of the ball band, but we'll find that out. And this is Loops and Threads. The yardage is 207 yards, 4 ounces, 190 meters, 113 grams. Sometimes it'll say the grams first, and then the yardage, or the grams, the ounce, and then the yardage. And each company is different. So it says here that it's machine washable. It is machine dryable. Now this has 2 dots, so it's probably either delicate or the temperature of the water is lukewarm to cool. The dot on the dryer is low heat. Do not iron. Now this here triangle that has that slash, that's possibly bleach. A medium 4-weight 5.5 millimeter knitting needle and a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So they could have easily gotten away with just dropping the crochet hook like that. Then you would know that you would need the same size of crochet hook. Now article number, and it is distributed by, and then it has the address, and this is made in China. Machine washable and dryable. Okay, on the inside, this little block here. So this tells me that it's a crochet project. Okay, this is how many balls you're going to need for this project, and you need 2 different balls. So you need gray, and then you need citrus. So 4 balls of the gray and 1 ball of the citrus. 6 ounces, 170 grams. That's each ball, is that. And it is a medium. They say it's a medium pattern. It's not an E. It's an easy to medium pattern. 100% acrylic, and this pattern requires a 4 millimeter crochet hook. Now, if you do it in a larger crochet hook, then you'll have a larger pattern. Now again, I don't need these anymore, so I'm just going to open this, and voila. Voila. Okay. This is called Pop Lap Blanket. They say it's an easy pattern. 4 balls of the one color and 1 ball of the contrast color. The instructions down here, all the way down to the bottom, and that, and this ball band is written in English and French, so this is in French. Now, like I said, in Canada, our instructions for the blanket have to be in English and French, because we have a lot of French crocheters, knitters, etc. So that is reading the Loops and Threads ball band. Okay. The next one is, I've got 2 of these. Well, actually, I got 3 of these. But these ones here are the same. These are the Barnett Forever Fleece. Barnett Forever Fleece that came out a while ago and was for a limited time. That's Canadian price. On here, this here hooded blanket is on the ball band, okay, and it is a crochet project. Use a 6mm crochet hook, and it takes 3 balls of one color and 1 ball of the contrast color. Now the contrast color is the scale on the blanket. Okay. Made in China. So usually in this area here, you'll see where it's made. And this is Spin Right. Spin Right is Canadian and is in Listowel, Ontario. They put the yarn date. So when the yarn was processed in this company, it was done in 2021-09. I don't know what the 50 is. And it's Sea Salt is the name of the yarn. Dynamite Collections. Okay. Bulky number 5. Knitting needle, crochet. This is cool water. Do not bleach. This is tumble dry on low. Do not iron and do not dry clean. A circle with an X is do not dry clean. And the care instructions is on the reverse label. 100% polyester. You don't want to dry polyester on hot because it will melt it. Tells you the weight. And that's that. Let's open the ball band, which I have right here. So on the inside of the ball band, you have the blanket. And it's easy to medium, and it tells you how much of each color you need. Then it tells you the gauge, the instruction, the blanket, and the spikes. And then it has everything written in French, because again, in Canada, you have to have everything written in French. Down here, it tells you the abbreviations on the instructions here. Tells the abbreviations. Then again, it tells you in writing that machine wash in water not exceeding this degrees, at delicate setting, do not bleach, tumble dry on low heat, at delicate setting, do not iron, do not dry clean. So it tells you, it reinforces the washing instructions on the inside of the ball band. And that is Forever Fleece, your Barnett Yarn Inspirations. Okay, so that's there. Now this is a Barnett Super Value Stripes. This hat here is on the inside of the ball band, and the level of the degree of hardness is in 3 dot, so it's a little bit more advanced. Okay, and they need PDNs, the little the 3 little or 4 little strikes here, that is PDNs. Those are those long needles. They're the long needles. And you use 4 of them to crochet in a circle. And this is the 1 ball will make that hat. 1 ball. And then 5mm PDNs. The yarn is made in India, which is a different thing. It's made by Yarnspiration, but it's made in India. Okay. The date. And beechwood stripes. And then here it tells you the weight. Knitting needle, crochet hook, machine wash on lukewarm to cool water. Do not bleach. Do not dry clean. Do not iron and tumble dry on low heat. Machine washable and dryable. 100% acrylic. 5 ounces, 142 grams. Approximately, you could have more, you could have a little less. 264 yards and 241 meters. It's made by Yarnspirations. R with a circle is a trademark. So, that is how you read the ball bands. I have been meaning to do this. I'll just keep this. I've been meaning to do this for so long, and I'm glad I finally got it done. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, the subscribe button's down here. Just give it a click, hit the bell icon, and hit all on the bell icon. You'll be notified of more videos to come. In the description box below, I will have my PayPal. So if you'd like to donate to my channel, and that's not expected, but if you'd like to donate to my channel, it would be greatly appreciated. I do not have, I am not monetized, and I really don't think I will be monetized, because I feel that PayPal is just really easy to use. You know, you just hit the PayPal link and then you can donate to the channel. If you find something on YouTube that you like to do or are interested in doing, please don't quit. Keep trying, because eventually it'll be like a light bulb goes off in your head and you'll be like, oh, that's how you do it. You all have a great day, evening, weekend, wherever you may be. You guessed it. You know it. It's coming. Keep on hooking. Hope you enjoy the video. Click the like button if you enjoyed the video, because it definitely helps the algorithm. Y'all have a great day. Bye for now. See you on the next one.